In our leading story this morning, voting stations have opened in Nquthu for by-elections today. Now, this northern KwaZulu-Natal municipality had its council collapsed 6 months ago. Today, over 80,000 Nquthu residents are expected to cast their vote, choosing among 14 political parties. The fiercely contested municipality last year suffered a failed coalition government after the municipal elections. By-election results are expected to be out by tomorrow morning, with the major competition being amongst the IFP and the ANC.
KZN is a very fluid province when it comes to local government elections. It's probably the most contested province if you look in terms of change of power over the last, say, 20 years, between different political parties and different municipalities. And of course, this is not just any ordinary by-election. This is an entire municipality going for a by-election. Now, that is big. That is big because you've got 33 seats that are up for the taking in that local municipality, 17 wards. And we know that the smaller parties, the DA and the EFF, had 1 seat each because of the PR system, and the NFP had 2 seats there. So the main contest seems to be between the ANC and the IFP. But the smaller players do know that if they actually get enough of a stake, they will influence in terms of who constitutes the government in that municipality.
Well, ANN7 reporter Patisa Mfuyo joins us live from Nquthu. A very good morning to you, Patisa. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you just paint us a picture of the atmosphere in Nquthu? I see it's a bit windy and cold there this morning.
It's freezing here in Nquthu today, but voting continues. We're outside Spring Lake High School, which is one of the voting stations here. But the voting stations are expected to open at 7, but they haven't opened as yet here. I see political parties are busy setting up. They're setting up their marquees. But at the moment, there are no queues. I know when I was speaking to Lukona yesterday, he also said that it will be interesting to see if people will come out in numbers. We know that over 80,000 people have registered here in Nquthu to vote, with a population of over 160,000. But yesterday, about 1,500 special voters did vote yesterday. So today, it's for the ordinary people of Nquthu. But he also did mention the fact that since Nquthu is a rural area and there's high unemployment rate, we're likely to see numbers coming in slowly, unlike in urban areas where people will be at work when it's time to vote. Because remember that with a by-election, it's not a public holiday, so people will either take time off work or come vote. But voting stations will open from 7 this morning till 7 p.m. tonight.
And Patisa, what about the security measures in place? Is there heavy security personnel? Any sign?
Well, at the moment, there is no heavy security here. I know that Zwakele Mngqongo from the DA did speak to the police commander here in Nquthu to ensure that these elections will be safe, to try and get some assurance that there won't be any incidents. Remember, just about, I think, a month ago or 3 weeks ago, there was an ANC volunteer that was stabbed to death after the rally where the deputy president was here. But they were saying that that's an isolated incident. There hasn't been any other acts of violence here in Nquthu. So they're expecting a fairly free elections from violence. But also talking about that, I know Kokta was also urging the people of Nquthu to come out in numbers and vote, so that also as Kokta, this is a sort of an extra work for them, because now this municipality is under administration at the moment, where the MEC has to make most of the decisions. So they're hoping that all of that will be sorted after today, and hopefully by tomorrow morning we'll have results of who will be an outright winner.
Well, thank you so much for that update. Our reporter there, Patisa Mfuyo, who will be crossing back live too during the course of the day, as she's live from Nquthu, where by-elections are taking place today. Voting stations are officially opened from 7 a.m. to about 7 p.m. But as she mentioned, no voting has begun as yet.